As the liturgical year comes to an end, we are brought to understanding through the readings, first as well as the gospel passages, of how each of us need to be vigilant, ready, and awake. For we do not know when our turn will come, when we will be facing the Lord at the judgment time. In the gospel passage, we are brought to understanding two great incidents of the Old Testament, the time of Noah and the time of Lot. How people were so much concerned about their daily sustenance that they failed to prepare themselves to be worthy when they faced Yahweh. We are brought to understanding how Noah, during the time, made himself as an example for others, inviting the people to enter the boat, but people were engrossed in worldly ways. So also we see how Lot and his cousin Abraham were imbued by the ways of Yahweh, but the others were living an immoral life. By referring to these incidents, just may reach the mind of his listeners and to each of us in our own context. Though we are in the world, but the world should not affect our desire to be of the mind and heart of Jesus. Namely, that we have concern for one another, that we live a life that is acceptable to God and to our neighbor. Vigilance, readiness, and staying awake are three perspectives that we can in a way focus ourselves as we will enter into the Advent season. Vigilance, readiness, and awakeness will be in the perspective of our personal life, leading it meaningfully well, trying to become a model and example for others. In our families, to become loving, compassionate, and forgiving in nature. And to the people at large, where we meet, interact, and converse, that our words in a way become a source of strength for the others. And in doing so, we will be found worthy in the eyes of God. And when we have left this earth, we will be able to face God in a manner that God will find us as worthy creation, and we will be assured of God's presence. And what better example can we have than the example of Saint Elizabeth of Hungary? Though a princess, though a married person who had 3 children, and had a great desire to reach out to others in service. At times, she fasted and kept abstinence and gave out of herself to the poor people. Her generosity and charity is acclaimed as a charity not because she had a lot of wealth, but basically she was ready and willing to empathize with the poor. Perhaps we can imbibe, emulate, and imitate the charity of Saint Elizabeth in our life. And we pray for the graces and blessings that we need, that detaching ourselves from worldly ways, we may become attached to Christ.